I confirm myself that I did not sign any of those articles of incorporations of the 193 corporation listed and provided by the Security and Exchange Commission, ma'am. Pasensya na po, Your Honor.
It's all right, Lieutenant.
As I take the necessary actions to extricate myself from the situation. Sorry po. Sorry po talaga. I am Jessa Y. Mendoza, a lieutenant of the Philippine Navy and a proud member of Philippine Military Class of 2014. Accompanying me today is my legal counsel, Attorney Michael A. Gaspar. Today, I stand before this honorable committee in my personal capacity to share my most unfortunate experience as a victim of identity theft. The shocking revelations regarding my experience started April last year when I received in my residence a letter of authority from the BIR for tax deficiency linked to a Shin Wanhao online game technology incorporated. I initially did not give it much thought, thinking that it was merely a mistake since my name only appeared on a courier sticker and not on the LOA itself. Moreover, prior to the receipt of the LOA, I have not heard of Shin Wanhao Online Game Technology Incorporated. I definitely did not have any affiliation of the said corporation. 5 months later after this, I received another LOA for tax deficiency of Handy International Power Carry Incorporated. This time, however, my name appeared on the letter as the supposed treasurer of the said corporation. To make matters worse, other family members' name also appeared on the same LOA. 2 other individuals with foreign-sounding names, namely Xiao Wei Dai and Wei He, were listed as incorporators and directors. I do not know who these individuals are, and I was never involved in the preparation and operation of the Handy International Prime Carry Incorporated. In April of this year, things got more distressing. I received a subpoena from the Office of the Prosecutor of Makati directing me to submit a counter affidavit relative to the non-registration, non-remittance, non-production, and non-reporting of Reserard Construction Corporation in violations of Republic Act 11199, also known as Social Security Act of 2018. In compliance with the subpoena, I submitted my counter affidavit denying any involvement with the Reserard Construction Corporation. Prior to the subpoena, I have not heard of the Reserard Corporation except for 2 relatives whose names were also listed as incorporators. I do not have any affiliations with the said corporation. 2 other individuals with foreign-sounding names, namely Ziyan Li and Haiyan Zhang, were listed as incorporators. When my lawyer checked the credentials of the notary public who supposedly notarized the articles of incorporation of the Reserard Corporation, he told me that there was no such lawyer and the roll number belonged to another lawyer. Unfortunately, I was indicted allegedly violating SSS Act and a warrant of arrest was issued against me. To secure my person against preventive imprisonment, I had to post a cash bond of 108,000 pesos. I reached out to the Security Exchange Commissions on April 22, 2024. A few days after I was given a subpoena. Upon consultation to the Company Registration and Monitoring Department and Enforcement and Investor Protection Department, or the EIPD, I filed a request for a reverse search of the affiliations of all the corporations under my name. Subsequently, I was advised to file a petition for revocation against the corporations wrongly associating me with their boards. That same week, I also filed a police blotter about my situation. After 2 months of waiting for the result of the reverse search, with the help of my legal counsel, we secured from the Security Exchange and Exchange Commission a preliminary 5-page list of the corporation where my name is listed as director or incorporator. To my surprise and dismay, my name, taxpayer identification number, and signature were used to incorporate no less than 193 corporations. Of the said number, more than half, or around 102, have foreign-sounding names. Prior to the result of the reverse search, I was not aware of the existence of any of these corporations. Just last week, I received a subpoena decree from the Bureau of Internal Revenue concerning the International Prime Carry Incorporated, one of the 193 corporations. In light of these distressing revelations, I affirm the truthfulness of my statements and emphasize that I am not affiliated in any of the 193 companies listing me as a director, officer, or incorporator. That I do not know any of the individuals with foreign-sounding names listed as incorporators or directors of the said corporations. I assert that I have no involvement in any business venture and that the only source of fund or income is my job as a devoted member of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, which I have committed 13 years of my life in serving my country with courage, integrity, and loyalty. Pasensya na po, Your Honor.
It's all right, Lieutenant.
As I take the necessary actions to extricate myself from this situation. Sorry po.
Okay lang po, Lieutenant.
I must confess that I am apprehensive about the number of issues. I am of course concerned that the possible criminal record of my situation might expose me to my dimension and negatively affect my action. Sorry po talaga. I guess I have just completed my last studies po. Next week po yung graduation ko. I think of studying sa becoming a lawyer with a profession. But above all, I am afraid of family. I am afraid that we be affected while I am not afraid of myself. I am afraid that my lives may be endangered. I have already spent a part of my military career patrolling our western seas, specifically the West Philippine Sea, contributing in my own small way to the greater effort to safeguard our territorial integrity against foreign intrusion. It is tragic that after returning to the safety of our shores, I now find my very person invaded by natural and juridical personalities with foreign-sounding names. But the greatest tragedy is the real possibility that I am executed and tried by the instrumentalities of the very own institution that I have sworn to defend and protect at the cost of my own life. May the situation that I myself introduce serve as a cautionary tale for all, demonstrating that if it can happen to an ordinary person like me, it could also happen to anybody. I can only hope and present to you that my testimony today before this honorable committee will help in ensuring the sorry state of affairs that I now find myself in will not happen to anyone else. That would be all. Thank you, ma'am. Sorry po.
Wala pong dapat i-sorry. No apologies necessary at all, Lieutenant Jessa. And thank you very much po for coming forward to help the committee in our investigation. Naalala ko po yung isa pa nating kababayan, kabaro rin, na nasa similar na sitwasyon dun sa Pogo Hub sa Bamban, si Merly Joy Castro. Siya naman po naglalako ng mga bilihin sa palengke, naging BPO worker din. At kayo naman po, gaya ng sinabi nyo, tapat na nagsisilbi sa ating bayan sa pamamagitan ng AFP, ng Philippine Navy, sa West Philippine Sea mismo, at isang pinagmamalaking yung nagtapos sa Philippine Military Academy
Yes po.
tulad ng late husband ko, and alam ko,
Yes.
karamihan po sa inyo, halos lahat sa inyo talagang habang buhay at tulad nyo, Lieutenant Jessa, nagsusumikap talaga isabuhay yung motto ng inyong academy ng courage, integrity at loyalty. So ngayon pa lang gusto ko ring, bago ilang mga tanong lamang, gusto ring ipahayag yung moral support ng komiteng ito. Bukod sana hindi na ulitin ang ginagawa sa inyo, ginagawa kina Miss Merly Joy at yung mga kababayan niya sa Concepcion Tarlac, pero na ma-vindicate nyo ang inyong pangalan tulad ng pinaghihirapan yung gawin ngayon. And I can only wish you the best, hindi lamang sa inyong continuing military career, pero yung inyong profession din bilang isang abogado ng Philippine Bar. If you will allow, Lieutenant Jessa, just a couple of questions from the chair para po sa aming kabatiran. Can you confirm before this committee that you never signed any incorporation documents of the 193 companies of which you are supposedly a registered incorporator?
Yes, Your Honor, I confirm myself that I did not sign any of those articles of incorporations of the 193 corporation listed and provided by the Security and Exchange Commission, ma'am.
So, ano po ang tingin nyo, Lieutenant Jessa, na nangyari? Bakit nakuha nila ang pirma mo?
Thank you for that question, Your Honor. Way back 2016 po, Your Honor, my cousin po, she borrowed po my ID. Sabi po niya, Insan, may ID ka ba? Anong itsura nun pwedeng patingin? Tapos, syempre po, out of respect, trust, and confidence po dahil nakatira po ako sa bahay nila during that time. Pinahiram ko po yung ID ko. Sabi ko, ito oh. And then she borrowed me po. Immediately, may pinuntahan lang siya sandali, ma'am. And then she returned it back to me naman po immediately. Tinanong ko siya, sabi ko, para saan? Sabi niya, hindi, hiniram ko rin yung ID ni Papa. Sabi ko, okay. Tapos, years later po, nalaman ko po the reason why she borrowed my TIN ID pala was just for the purposes of the creation of her Chiclet Travel Agency na hindi naman po na naging operational. And wala rin po siya sa list na 193 corporations po. Tapos, yun na po. And then, yung last year po, nung nakaka-receive na po ako ng mga letter of authority, nagulat din po siya na bakit pati yung name niya, tatay niya na tito ko rin po, and may isa rin po akong cousin na nasa US, kasama rin po sa mga incorporators or directors ng mga iba sa mga ibang company dun sa 193 corporations, ma'am.
Sabi nyo, at that time, nakatira kayo sa bahay nila. Sino pang kasama ng pinsan nyo sa bahay nila?
Your Honor, I would just like to correct po, no, nagsistay lang po ako sa bahay nila during weekends. Hindi naman po ako permanently na nakatira po sa house nila during that time. Pero ang kasama po ng cousin ko sa condominium nila is yung husband po niya na Chinese. And then, natulong po.
So, Chino, yung asawa ng
Yes
pinsan?
po. Full-blooded Chinese po.
Full-blooded Chinese. Okay. And at that time, 4 na taon na kayo sa serbisyo, tama po ba? 20?
I graduated po 2014.
So 2 taon na
Yes,
kayo
Your
sa
Honor.
serbisyo. Okay. And then, by any chance, dun sa finally nakita nyo, natanggap nyo sa SEC na 193 companies, lahat ba yon ay bagong ginamit yung pangalan nyo para i-incorporate or over the past many years since 2016?
Over the past years po, if we could see po dito sa list provided by the SEC, my name was used initially in the year 2017, ma'am.
So the year after na hiniram yung ID nyo?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ano po yung profile nung Chinong asawa nung pinsan nyo? Matagal na ba siya dito? Mayaman ba siya? Or sakto lang? Ano yung kanyang economic status?
According to my cousin po, Your Honor, yung asawa po niya, nandito na po sa Pilipinas since 2006. And from that, since simula po 2006 hanggang ngayon, wala naman po kaming narinig or nalaman na na-involve si Kuya sa mga any illegal activities or what. But they started po si Kuya sa mining industry po, mining company po. And then later on, nagkaroon po sila ng processing agency na kung saan pinaprocess po nila yung mga visa and working visa ng mga foreigners po. And then after nun po, focus na po sila ngayon sa real estate po. As to the ano naman po ma'am, yung kung mayaman po sila or mahirap po sila or ano po, before ma'am, hindi ko po masabing mayaman agad ma'am kasi noong 2016 po, isa lang ang sasakyan lang po ni Kuya that time is Toyota Altis and isa lang po ang condominium nila. Pero po, as time went by, ang kwento po sa akin ng cousin ko, medyo nag-boom po sila dahil sa real estate. Kumbaga, syempre mabibili po nila yung property nila, selling murang halaga and mapaparent po nila ng malaki sa mga foreigners. Kaya doon po sila medyo umasenso, Your Honor.
So, sorry, 2006 pa nandito.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your
asawa
Honor.
ng pinsan nyo. And then, a decade later, 2016, hiniram yung TIN ID nyo.
Yes, Your Honor.
And then, dun sa 193 companies eventually, since 2017 pala, the year after, ginagamit na yung pangalan nyo to
Yes, Your
supposedly
Honor.
incorporate. Okay po. With your permission, Lieutenant Jessa, may I flash the list of the 193 corporations?
Yes,
All right? So, if-flash po natin yan. At nung pong pinag-aaralan namin ito, two corporations actually stood out for me among dito sa 193. Yung Hong Tai Corporation na naging subject ng raid way back in 2023. 2023, just last year. At saka ang Yangtze River Holdings na kumpanya. Lieutenant Jessa, anong alam nyo sa mga korporasyong ito dyan sa Hong Tai at saka dyan sa Yangtze?
Your Honor, wala po akong alam, any knowledge na not until that time po na binanggit po sa akin na yan po yung na raid sa Las Piñas po. Pero never heard po. First time ko po narinig yung mga companies na yun, ma'am. Upon receipt po dito sa 193 list po.
So, let me share with you what the committee knows about Yangtze River Holdings. Ito po yung article tungkol sa kanya. Na-meet nyo ba, Lieutenant Jessa, kahit kailan si Michael Yang?
No, Your Honor, hindi ko po siya kilala. Wala po kaming any engagement or transactions na nakasama ko si Michael Yang, Your Honor.
At alam niyo po ba, Lieutenant Jessa, na siya yung pinuno nitong kumpanyang ito na kung saan ginamit yung pangalan niyo?
No, Your Honor. Wala po akong ideya, Your Honor.
Maraming salamat, Lieutenant Jessa. And for now, iulitin lang ng chair yung moral support po sa inyo sa inyong laban na linisin ang pangalan nyo mula dito sa pagkasangkapan dito sa 193 companies. Pati itong dalawa na sobrang tawag pansin po sa komite. Before I leave you for now, Lieutenant Jessa, ano pong pangalan nung kumaari nyong sabihin yung chinong asawa nung pinsan nyo?
Your Honor, according po sa cousin ko, ang pangalan po niya ay Henry Liu. Sa Filipino po, Henry. Pero kung sa ano po, parang Chinese name, Your Honor, parang Liu Yang.
Okay.
Ganun po.
So, Liu Yang.
Apo.
Liu Yang yung chinong pangalan ni Henry Liu.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Did your yung pinsan po ba ninyo or itong si Henry Liu o Liu Yang na asawa niya, Did they ever tell you na huwag pag-usapan to or huwag gawing issue itong kinalalagyan nyo ngayong sitwasyon?
At first, Your Honor, nabanggit po nila sa akin na kung kaya pa po namin ma-resolve on their level, nung tatlo pa lang po yung corporations, nasabi po nila na sige isosolve namin na mapatanggal po yung pangalan ko. Nabanggit po nila, Your Honor, yung ganong statement, Your Honor.
Nung tatlo pa lang?
Yung tatlo
yung
pa lang, Your Honor.
Okay. Pero kahit nung naging 193 na yung listahang pinadala sa inyo ng SEC, sinabi pa rin nila na subukan ninyong i-resolve at your level?
Nung may abogado na po sila, Your Honor, na-inis po nila sa lawyers po nila, and ang sabi po ng cousin ko, tayo sa i-resolve natin kung ano po yung urgent, which is yun po yung case namin sa court. And then right after po, tsaka po nila i-resolve itong, tutulong po sila sa pagtanggal ng names ko dito sa 193 corporations, Your Honor. But up to now po, hindi pa po nila nakikita or wala pa po silang any idea kung ano-ano pa po yung mga companies na gumamit po ng name ko, Your Honor.
So may abogado na rin sila? Yung
Yes, Your
pinsan
Honor.
at asawa?
Meron na po, Your Honor.
Bakit sila may abogado?
Kasi po, isa sa mga na-invite din po dun sa case ng Sirart Corporation is yung tatay ng cousin ko po. At saka yung pinsan ko po na nasa abroad. Kaya po kumuha po sila ng lawyer on their behalf po.
So, kumbaga, kumuha sila ng abogado para tulungan yung dalawa pang family members bukod sa inyo na naperwisyo na dito sa pag-misrepresent sa inyong lahat bilang incorporators nitong tatlo or 193 na kumpanya. Muli maraming salamat, Lieutenant Jessa, and the committee wishes you the best po dito sa
Thank you,
napakahirap
Senator
na
Pang.
sitwasyon ninyo.